All right, today we're going to dive into something that sounds like a total paradox, how the quiet, simple state of inner peace is actually the secret sauce for incredible mental strength. It's such a core connection for our well-being, so yeah, let's get right into it.
So this is really the big question we're tackling here. And it's a fantastic one, right? Because we usually think of strength as this loud, forceful thing, and calm as, well, quiet and passive. But you're about to see how they're not just connected, they're basically two sides of the same coin. Okay, so before we can even begin to answer that, we've got to make sure we're all on the same page. Let's break down what we actually mean when we talk about mental strength and inner peace.
The key words here are regulation and adaptation. See, this is so important. Real mental strength isn't about just shutting down your emotions or pretending you don't feel pain. No way. It's about becoming a really skilled sailor, you know? You learn how to handle the waves and the storms of life without letting your ship go under.
And this brings up a super important point, one that a lot of us get wrong. We mix up mental strength with mental hardness. Think about it like this. Hardness is like a piece of glass. It looks tough, sure, but when the pressure is just right, it shatters into a million pieces. But strength? That's more like bamboo. It's flexible. It literally bends with the wind, adapts to whatever's thrown at it, and because of that, it doesn't break.
And look, let's be real. Inner peace isn't about your lives suddenly becoming perfect with zero problems, because that's just not going to happen. It's about building this incredible stability deep inside you. I love this analogy. Think of the ocean. On the surface, you can have a raging storm with massive waves, but if you go deep enough, the water is completely still and calm. That deep down stillness, that is inner peace.
All right, so we have our two big ideas, mental strength and inner peace. So how do we connect them? How in the world does that calm, quiet state actually build the flexible, bamboo-like strength we're all looking for? Let's build that bridge.
I love this because it totally flips the script on how we think about calm. It's not a passive, do-nothing state. It's your most powerful strategic tool. I mean, think about it. When you're facing a huge challenge, a panicked mind is your worst enemy. A calm mind, that's your ultimate secret weapon.
So how does this actually play out? Well, you can think of it like a chain reaction, right? It all starts with inner peace. This is what clears out all that emotional static, the noise of panic, anger, and fear. When it's quiet, you get step two, clarity of mind. You can finally see the situation for what it actually is, not the scary monster your emotions made it out to be. And with that clarity comes a measured response. You get this tiny, powerful space where you can choose how to act instead of just freaking out. And here's the magic, step four. Every single time you do that, your strength grows. You are literally doing a rep for your mental muscles. And get this isn't just some nice idea, it has a real measurable effect. Look at this. When we're stressed, our ability to make smart, logical decisions just tanks. Our brain goes into this ancient fight-or-flight mode. Being calm literally keeps the modern, problem-solving part of your brain switched on right when you need it most. The difference is just huge.
Okay, so what's the payoff? What does this actually look like day to day when we start building that bridge from calm to strength? The results are, and I'm not exaggerating, life-changing. Let's look at the real-world benefits. Well, for starters, you start making way sharper decisions. When you turn down the volume on all that emotional noise, you can actually hear yourself think. You can weigh your options based on what makes sense, not just what you're scared of. And this works everywhere, from your career to your personal life.
And it's not just about you. Your relationships get a major upgrade too. When you can manage your own emotional state, you're not just reacting to people all the time. You can actually listen, you can feel more empathy, and you can build those truly deep, meaningful connections.
And this might be my favorite one. Your creativity can just explode. A stressed out, cluttered mind literally has no room for a new idea to land. But a calm mind, it's like a wide open field, creating the space for those aha moments and brilliant solutions to just pop up out of nowhere.
So you see, when you add it all up, the benefits are huge. It's not just about feeling a little less stressed. It's about being more focused, more productive, emotionally tougher, and just having a greater sense of well-being and gratitude in your life. The fruits of inner peace, they really are profound. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds amazing, but how do I actually do it? Where do I even start? Great question. Let's switch gears and talk about the practical steps you can take starting today.
The trick here is to not think of it as one big, scary thing. Instead, it's about balance, right? It's built on these four core pillars. You've got mindfulness, things like meditation that keep you grounded in the now.
Self-reflection, maybe through journaling, so you can understand what's going on inside. Planned rest, and I mean truly unplugging to recharge. And last but not least, healthy connection with people who support you. It's about building a whole system for your peace.
And this really leads to a huge shift in how we look at this whole thing. Inner peace isn't some finish line you cross one day and then you're done. No, it is the very road you're walking on. And every step you take on that road is what builds your true strength. The journey itself is the destination.
Which brings it all back to you, right now. This is the most important part. This isn't just something to know, it's something to do. So looking at those 4 pillars we just talked about, what's one small thing, one single brick you can lay down today to start building your foundation of peace? Because that is where your greatest strength begins.